Hi everyone and welcome back to Star Control 2. I'm sitting here in quasi-space at the moment admiring my new portal spawner, and we are going to go and have a word with the Zokfot pit because we haven't really formed any sort of alliance yet. We've only run across their scouting vessel, so I think it's high time that we went and had a good chat to them. And the star that we want is this one, so let's get moving. Notice one of the best things about quasi-space, in fact the best thing about quasi-space, not only does it take you where you want to go rapidly, you'll notice that my fuel is not diminishing whatsoever, so it's only really the cost of opening and closing the portal and then the 5 fuel units to get back to Earth that you have to pay for using quasi-space, which is why it's pretty much the best thing ever. Also, you get to avoid all the random encounters with those stupid probes, and we will be seeing a lot of those stupid probes in the near future. Still, and back into hyperspace we go. So, I think it's time that we had a look at the Zokfot homeworld. Nice sphere of influence, guys, jeez. Anyway, here we are. Cool ships, bro. Wow, they're quite big. Yeah, let's just sneak round this way. I don't really want to catch any sort of unwanted attention. Oh, looks like we've got some attention. Interesting. Well, let's head it. Oh, he's coming towards me. Yeah, really big ship. Are these Zok?
What? A human in a precursor service vehicle? How did you escape the slave shield, human? Or are you a rogue?
Oh, crap.
Although you consider us the enemy, these conclusions are flawed. We are your salvation. We bring you peace. A peace built upon our social framework, imposed upon your planet. A new world order in which your prosperity and security are assured by the Ur-Quan. We will protect you from the hazards of this hostile universe, from dangers so hideous your simple minds cannot imagine their dark scope. Today, we are the enemy. In time, this will change. Soon, you will come to understand the boon of slavery we force upon you, and then you will revere and even love us for this gift.
Well, I guess it's time for the first major battle of the game, and it's Spathi versus Ur-Quan. Way. Yep, my goal in this fight is to keep distance as much as possible and use the Spathi eluders backwards utilising tracking torpedo. Yep, that is an anagram spelt but, to basically try and outmaneuver the Ur-Quan dreadnought. Now, guys who are very good at this game can very easily outmaneuver the dreadnought and take out a lot of dreadnoughts with the Spathi. Haha, you hit a planet, you're stupid. But I'm nowhere near that good and haven't played this game in a while, so I imagine that my losses are going to be pretty high in a fight like this, but I'm not going to stand by and let them take over the Zokfot. So, also this will be very good practice. Interesting talking to the Ur-Quan there. They obviously believe that they're not in the wrong, which you'd expect of any antagonist really, but the strange part is that this game came from a period basically back in the 90s, where your main enemy's main motivation was not 100% total commitment to being a bastard, so therefore the Ur-Quan actually have quite a lot of depth to them, and we're going to see a lot more of that as the game goes on. Still, one down. Ur-Quan dreadnoughts are extremely heavily armed, and they have a lot of battery power. And a lot of crew as well, so in terms of raw firepower they're easily the strongest ships in the game. They're only really matched by something that the core R might bring. Oh my god! And also the other thing is that it's actually quite difficult for a human to aim Ur-Quan fusion blasts, but the computer has absolutely no problem whatsoever and can easily predict where you're going, as you can see here, and I'm having to pull some pretty fun evasive manoeuvres to try and keep out of range of this thing. With the fighters continuously following me. Whoa. Ow! Oh, that's a planet. You always have to watch out for planets in this, because they will damage your crew if you run into them, which is fair enough, but they do produce the gravity well manoeuvre, so I'm going to try and use that to my advantage at some point. Oh, made a mistake here. Yeah, I got well too close to the dreadnought there. Come on. Oh, too close again. The dreadnought's now incapable of launching. Oh, I've got way too close here. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty much sucking up the place here. Oh, and I've accidentally selected FIFO. Well, this is going to be interesting. Die. There goes the second dreadnought. But FIFO being FIFO, he's going to hightail it at this point, because we're not allowing FIFO to die. So we're going to go with his pal FWIF. I swear I'll get the hang of this at some point. All this over the Zokfot pit, honestly, are they going to be that useful as allies? I really don't want to lose too many Spathy eluders either. Whoa! Ow. Yeah, the Spathy ship is basically designed to fly going away from the enemy. Get quite a cool idea here. Round the planet we go, and lead all the fighters into the planet. So that went quite nicely and did some damage to the Ur-Quan. That's another tactic that I could potentially use, is try and gravity whip the dreadnought into the planet, because dreadnoughts aren't particularly manoeuvrable, so I might be able to get it to hit the planet, but it's fairly low on health at the moment, so we're going to be bringing this fight to an end very shortly. Oh, got too close again, taking a beating. A couple more hits should do it. It's one hit away. Unfortunately, so am I, so... maybe two hits for me. And there he goes. Victory! Though I did lose 2 eluders, but I got 11,000. I got 1100 RU back. So losing battle, but didn't go so badly. Anyway, how are the Zokfot doing? Yeah, looks like they're doing okay.
Ah, it is the alien from the Tenjessu's alliance. Just look at those weapon pods on his ship. We hope that during this visit, we can make clear to your species the benefits of a mutual assistance pact.
But we're also armed to the teeth, So don't try stealing our atmosphere or anything sneaky like that.
We had a close call last week,
One of those black ships was snooping around the system.
but before it got to our world, some of the green ships warped in, destroyed the black vessel, and then left immediately.
We got lucky.
No, we have nothing new to report.
Nope, not a thing.
How wonderful! We accept!
Hooray!
How marvelous!
Yeehaw!
Captain, we are delighted that your people have made this choice.
Now we won't get slaughtered.
In exchange for our cooperation helping you with captains and ship designs, all that we ask for is your protection.
So we don't get slaughtered.
We shall begin fulfilling our commitment at once. We will transport officers and our Stinger design to your base immediately.
Why, heck! Maybe I'll even make the trip to your planet. I'd make a good starship captain. I'm pretty darn mean in a fight, and there ain't nobody better than me with a thrusty stinger tongue attack.
Sure. What do you want to know?
Just ask away.
The Stinger is the peak of our technological prowess.
It's totally awesome.
These vessels are cheap to build and can be quite effective in short-range combat.
They turn on a small round thing that's real small.
Remember, though, against most ships, the Stinger must close distance immediately and give unrelenting tongue attacks until either the enemy or the Stinger are destroyed.
Yeah, the tonguing is the best part.
Nope,
Not a word.
not much to tell the truth.
This space exploration stuff is kind of new to us,
Besides the green alien ships
which have only tried to kill us,
and the black alien ships,
which have actually been quite successful at killing us.
the only other starships we have encountered are strange tumbling red probes, which profess to be on a peaceful mission.
But then attack like slavering Zabrankies.
We believe that the probes are actually robotic scouts which have suffered some kind of malfunction resulting in their aberrant behavior.
And what's worse, they're multiplying.
Yes, that's true. The probes seem to be replicating at a geometric rate.
Hey! That means if there was only one last week, then next month... wait a minute. Let me calculate. That means next month there'll be a whole mess of those things.
By backtracing the probe's course path, we have been able to calculate that the source of the probes is somewhere on a direct line that includes our star and Epsilon Muscae.
Go get 'em, Captain.
Ah, cultural exchange. A good idea.
Yeah, let's tell 'em about Fungi.
Be quiet, you fool. He asked a serious question. He doesn't want to know about fungi.
How do you know? What makes you so smart? You never even asked him if he wants to know about Fungi. Why, I'll bet right now he's wondering, what is this wonderful sport, Fungi? How is it played? What kind of equipment do you need to play Fungi? And I wonder who's ahead in the Fungi championships.
Ah, will you shut up about fungi? If you say another word about that stupid game, I'm going to lose control and blow a cloud of spores at you.
Yeah, okay. Don't blow your stack. I won't mention Fungi again, I promise.
Well, Captain, as you can probably see, our culture's predominant trait, its greatest strength and weakness, is the diverse interactions between Zot, Plot, and Pit.
Fungi!
Our past? Quite a broad topic for this short conversation, but we'll share a key piece of our history with you.
After we killed off the last Zabranki, we faced an interesting question.
Should we proceed and establish a culture which would advance in art, technology, and social sophistication?
Or should we just go back into the forest and kick back and enjoy ourselves, knowing that a Zabranki wasn't going to jump out of the bush and eat us?
Well, we did go back into the forest. We stayed there for about 5,000 years and had a great time.
Then, one stormy day, a Zok, a Fox, and a Pit were walking up a steep path looking for something good to eat when a bolt of lightning struck nearby. With a huge flash of light, the bolt of energy carved a strangely shaped chunk of granite out of a cliff.
It was a disc with a hole in the middle. As the rock began to roll down the hill toward the three terrified beings, some dry grass got caught in its hole. And since the rock was still hot, the grass caught on fire.
When the rock finally got to the Zoc, the Fuck, and the Peck, they simultaneously discovered the wheel, fire, and religion, thus catapulting them on the road of progress.
Which has led us to this day, Captain. Oh, how did the flaming wheel give religion to our culture, you ask?
I will explain. You see, when it got to the threesome, the flaming wheel was going at a pretty good clip, and it ran smack into the Zoc, killing him.
The Fot in the pit felt so bad. They really liked that Zoc, that they decided the Zoc hadn't really died when the wheel flattened him. He had just gone to a better place.
Presumably one without lethal flaming wheels.
Anything else? Goodbye, Captain.
See ya!
Well, with that sorted and the game's first real fight out of the way, whoa, I think the Ur-Quan are pissed at me. Back into hyperspace, and I thought before I ended this I would show you how to use the portal spawner device. You have to go into hyperspace. I don't know why I'm looking at my cargo here, but you can see I've got quite a lot of units there, and into quasi-space we go. And we're now just looking for Earth Star, which is not this one. It is actually this one, and that brings you out close to Earth. See you next time.